Welcome back to Billy Goat Tales, where we uncover stories that bridge the chaos of cryptocurrency with personal discovery. I'm Rich Smothers, aka Crypto Billy, and today's motivational mindset episode, we're exploring the quiet revolution of turning into your inner guidance instead of turning outward. Now, this story is inspired by the life of Edgar Cayce, a man who unlocked profound insights through stillness, and will follow one trader's path to clarity amid the market's storms. So let's just step right into the story. Meet Jonathan, a 35-year-old software developer in the heart of Silicon Valley, whose days blurred into nights staring at crypto charts. He jumped into the space 3 years earlier, drawn by the allure of blockchain's promise, a borderless web of value where code could rewrite fortunes. But for him, it had become somewhat of a grind. Sleepless binges on trading platforms, FOMO fueled buys that tanked overnight, and a growing sense of disconnection. His portfolio mirrored his spirit, volatile, shrinking, unmoored. What am I even doing here, he would say. He'd mothered this in his little empty apartment, the glow of multiple screens casting long shadows on his floor. Friends in tech, well, they advised cutting his losses. His family saw it as a distraction from his stability. But Jonathan felt adrift, chasing numbers without even knowing why. The crypto world, with its relentless hype and hidden pitfalls, amplified his isolation. He joined Discord groups and Twitter spaces, but they often devolved into echo chambers of greed or despair. Deep down, Jonathan sensed there was more. A way to navigate not just with data, but with something deeper, more aligned with him. He craved purpose, a thread connecting his trades to something lasting, something that served beyond the self. So, one late night, after a particularly brutally red day that wiped out months and months of gains, which, by the way, is happening right now in the crypto market on this very week, Jonathan stumbled upon a podcast about Edgar Cayce. Now, Cayce, an ordinary man from Kentucky in the early 1900s, had no formal training, yet through quiet trance-like states, he assessed a well of wisdom, insights on health and destiny and the interconnectedness of all things. What struck Jonathan wasn't the mysticism. It was Cayce's belief that everyone carries this inner reservoir. The answers aren't out there, the host quoted Cayce. They're within, waiting for the noise to fade. Jonathan paused the episode and closed his laptop right then and there. For the first time in months, he sat in silence, eyes closed, breathing steadily. No charts, no alerts, just the rhythm of his own pulse. He began experimenting, much like Cayce's daily rituals. Short meditations before dawn, journaling questions about his next moves, not from fear, but from a place of calm inquiry. What purpose does this serve? He had asked himself. How does it connect to the greater flow? At first, the answers, they felt vague. Echoes of patience, of seeing the market not as the enemy, but as a living system, woven with opportunities for growth. He started speaking his intentions softly, as if confiding in an old friend or something. I move with clarity. I build with care for what endures. These were affirmations, but they weren't affirmations of hype. They were rooted in Cayce's teaching of oneness, that every action ripples outward, linking personal gain to collective harmony. Jonathan adopted habits of reflection, reviewing trades not for wins or losses, but for lessons in resilience and empathy. He forgave his missteps, understanding them as teachers, not tyrants. Slowly, doubt gave way to a steady trust, an unshakable sense that guidance was always present if he would only listen. As weeks turned into months, Jonathan's approach transformed his world. He no longer chased every signal. Instead, in those quiet moments, insights emerged. Hunches on undervalued projects that align with real-world impact, like blockchain for sustainable supply chains. One such intuition led him to a small DeFi protocol focused on ethical lending in an underserved community. He invested modestly, but more importantly, he reached out to the founders. What began as a forum post evolved into collaboration. Jonathan contributed code, shared his story, and helped foster a network of like-minded builders. Persistence became his anchor. Through bull runs and crashes alike, he held to his ritual, meditating on gratitude for the connections forming around him, acting with honor by disclosing risks transparently in group chats. His emotional radar, it just sharpened. He learned to sense the undercurrents of fear in other people, responding with encouragement rather than advice. We're in this together. Stay calm, he would say, echoing Cayce's vision of universal linkage. People gravitated to him, not for hot tips, but for the rarity of his grounded presence. Soon, Jonathan's freelance consulting work, it just took off. He advised startups on integrating intuitive decision-making into their strategies, blending Cayce's inspired reflection with sharp analytics. His portfolio recovered, but the true shift was internal. Wealth redefined as the freedom to give back. He mentored young traders from diverse backgrounds, creating a private community where vulnerability was strength, where stories of setbacks fueled collective momentum. Jonathan wasn't predicting the future. He was co-creating it, one aligned step at a time. So, Jonathan's journey, sparked by Edgar Cayce's timeless call to inner attunement, reminds us that in the unpredictable dance of crypto, or any pursuit really, the greatest edge lies within you. It's in the pause, the honest question, the deliberate choice to connect and to preserve. Cayce showed that wisdom isn't reserved for the gifted. It's cultivated through stillness and through service, revealing paths we might otherwise just simply miss. So, what quiet voice are you tuning into today? Think about it. In your next trade, your next conversation, or your next breath, stop and listen. Act from that place of wholeness. The ripples you send could reshape more than you know. Thanks for spending the time with me today here at Billy Goat Tales. And if Jonathan's path resonates with you, then hit the subscribe button, please. Hit the like button. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. And we love you guys. Until next time, Crypto Billy out.